Hello everyone, my name is Untogether and welcome to this, my GeoGuessr challenge. We're going to have to go some to beat our best scores that we've acquired so far. Last time out, I think it was, we scored over 15,000 for 5 guesses. We had one guess that was within a metre, a single metre of where we were. We got dropped right in the middle of the Florida Keys, right in the middle of the town, and I was able to see the street names, and I was able to find the street, find the very intersection that we were on, and we were able to drop our marker down there, and we got almost 6,500 points for one guess. I don't think we're going to do that on this one, folks. Now, coming up here, this tells me 50 miles an hour. I thought this may have been Australia or South Africa, but 50 miles an hour on these nice yellow road signs tells me that we are in the USA, somewhere in a deserty bit. So we're thinking south, perhaps, or maybe. I'm thinking south for some reason. Just looking at the ground and the scrub and the mountains and that sort of thing, I'm thinking somewhere in Nevada. Just because of what we're seeing around here in terms of desert and that sort of thing. So what have we got in Nevada? We got Vegas and the Hoover Dam, and yep, that's about it. That's what's there. That's what everybody goes there for. Well, I suppose Reno, but who the heck listens to Reno? Next 2 miles, Moore Ranch County. That really doesn't help me. That doesn't tell me a thing. We'll go on a bike there, out in the absolute middle of nowhere, where we can come on and on and on this road here. Who's this fence going to stop? What's that fence going to... Who owns this ground that they would need to fence it off? Was it perhaps to stop wildlife coming across the road? I don't know. It seems a lot of effort for a big desert of nothing to fence that off, because, you know, I reckon I could get through there if I needed to. I reckon we'd be alright. Okay, not much point in carrying on. I don't think we're going to find anything there. So, where's Nevada? There's Nevada. Come down in the middle of there. So there's a big road that goes through the middle of it. I don't think this is the one. There's Reno. Carson City, yeah, that's in Nevada. Probably named for a politician, I'm going to guess. They do like their politicians in the States. You can tell a lot about a culture by who it names its roads after, whether they're military generals or artists or politicians. Yeah, I don't really know. It seems to be a lot of desert. So let's go north of Vegas in the desert. There we go. Let's have a look. The 1100 away, Texas. If it isn't Nevada, everywhere's Texas. I keep saying that. And nobody ever, you know, I never learn from my own mistakes. Everywhere in the States is Texas. I should know that by now. It's either Texas or right up on this Canadian border. There doesn't seem to be anywhere else. Anyway, there we go. A couple of 1,000 points for our opening guess. 10,000 is my mark. 10,000, I think, if we can score 10,000 for 5 goes, I think we've had a fairly decent game. Less than that, and it's a bit embarrassing. So, okay. Farthinder, no, absolutely no idea at all. Reception, stop signs, European looking vehicles, restaurant, okay, so we're not in England. Looking at these flags, Swedish, Danish, don't know, Finnish, don't know, so we're up in that northern part up there somewhere. I can't zoom in there, which is a shame, because to see that map, because we're probably centrally in that map, would be quite a handy thing. But let's zoom in up here, because I think, now then, no, maybe not. Is that perhaps a part of Denmark? What do we think? What do we think? I think we're on a scale too small here to pick up exactly where we are on that map. Don't think we're coming down there. Then maybe, but that's not. Coast looks broken there. Okay, well, let's not worry about that for now. let's come out a little bit and let's carry on looking, and let's see if we can oops, and that's just going to take us to the end of the road. Does this sign say anything useful? No, it doesn't. So we're up Scandinavia somewhere in a big caravan park, somewhere nice where folk want to go for a holiday. So we're going to have to go up the road this way. And the trouble is, I think our best clue, we've just seen it in terms of the park here. Okay, MC Club. No idea. Okay, looks a nice place though. Somewhere I wouldn't mind having a nose, having a wander around. And what is this? Went past. Blanked out. Okay. Like I say, I think simply from the flags that we saw that were up there, and looking at the beautifully coloured houses as well, we're up somewhere in Scandinavia, but exactly where we are, I don't know. So, I'm not going to say Denmark. Given the variety of flags, I think I'm going to come down here on to perhaps this coast over here, about this national park here. Let's drop one. Oh, not there. Let's not on the park. Let's drop one there. Guess. Ooh, 627 in Sweden, way up there, a long way away. See, again, if we'd have gone along the coast and really looked, yeah, we may have found that piece of map that possibly looks like this area here that was on that map there, but never mind. Right, 4,478, we're on target for our 10,000, not for our 15,000 though, not unless we get really lucky in the last two. Now, big dirt road. Is this Earth red enough to be Australia? Because Australia in parts really looks like Mars. And I think it might be, you know. It does really look dirty, although South Africa, my enemy, as we know, does get us in trouble. Maybe this is Canadian. I can't see it being most anywhere else. It's screaming Australia to me, but there's no real evidence for that, except for the colour of that earth and the greenery that we're seeing here. So let's have a look. We've got a building now with a sign, so let's see if we can't zoom in on that sign a bit. And that ain't Australia, is it? Okay, so we will massively change our tune and we will go to South America. Obviously looks like a Catholic church. That doesn't narrow it down in South America for us at all, because South America is a very big place with a lot of churches. So given that we're in South America, which country are we in? Can we even narrow that down? Perhaps not, just looking at this. See, is that Spanish or is that Portuguese? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have a clue. That, again, to me at least, that sign there is no help, and you're probably screaming going, there's an obvious clue. Look at the way that the letters are placed. Area de Camp. Okay. For some reason I don't think this is Brazil, and I've got no basis for that. I have no basis for that premise. For some reason, if we look over here, for some reason I think we're in up at this side. Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, maybe even Peru. And again, I think we could spend, I could spend the next 20 minutes coming up this road and probably not find anything that helps me. So we're going to have to make a guess. Let's take a last look at this sign. Nope. So I'm going to guess in Peru. We're very green. I think we're inland. I'm Let's go around Pusalapa. Why not? And let's see. Not bad. We were in Brazil, but not too far away inland. 1,800 points, 2,500. Okay, it was that far away, 2,500 kilometres. That's not great. 6,349 after 3 turns. And again, another big long. The amount of times we get dropped, and it's just a huge, big, straight road with no discerning features or anything else on there. Viaduto sobre a Front Norte. Okay. Corn. So, looks like Spanish or Portuguese on the sign. Again, an awful lot of the world speaks those languages. Just from the colour of the soil, I don't think again we're in Europe. So I think we're South America again. Looking at the redness of the soil. See, again, I'd have been tempted without seeing that sign to think Australia, although these kind of fields don't think that. So the redness of the soil, given what we've just had, I'm thinking Brazil again. I think it might have dropped us in Brazil again. Here's obviously where the farmer lives. See, you've got huge gates there, huge gates, and then a tiny, tiny wooden fence. It doesn't look like there's even any wire between there. So you could close those gates up, and I could walk around there and walk into your driveway. Why bother? Why bother with that? Stoller, don't know who they are. So we're coming up. I mean, it's powered around here. There's some signs of civilization, but yeah, not a huge amount of things to go on here. So we're somewhere in Brazil, I think, but exactly where, I don't know. And Brazil is such a huge country. Look at the size of it. If you compare it to the rest of South America, I mean, Brazil really is going to be one of these huge world powers very soon. It's probably sooner rather than later, I think. So let's come inland for Brazil. We were over this sort of area before. Let's come inland a bit from here. Let's go here. There's no point me zooming in any further than that. It's just a guess. And 412 away. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, I wasn't too bad away there. Okay, 8,800 points after a couple, 4 turns, I should say. So we're well on target for our 10,000. And now we're boned, because this is one of these pictures that an individual has taken and added it to Google Maps, and I cannot move from this point because Google themselves haven't put it on there. It's just the platform of a train station. So we're obviously somewhere in Russia or the old Soviet Union. I don't know enough about their train systems to know who operates that service, to know which even country they operate from. There's nothing on that sign to tell us. The only thing that I can do, I can't move from here. I can zoom in and out around this place. I was going to yeah, and yeah, we got a ghost here. There was a ghost caught on camera at least. Poor bloke obviously laid on the track, got his legs chopped off, and now he haunts this place where he was killed. So obviously Eastern Europe, I don't know, I mean, we could be somewhere in this region. Chances are we're more likely over here, somewhere around this area over here. So I'll put us into Russia on this side here, and then we'll see if we can't get over our 10,000. Yeah, not bad. 1,000 kilometres away. We were a lot further into Russia than I thought. 2,153 though for the final turn. So is there even a train station there? Yeah, looks like it. Maybe. There doesn't seem to be much on that map there. So, as we finish up this time, 11,016 points. Some decent guesses. Nothing spectacular, but then nothing massively stupid. I've had a pin in Canada before where it was South Africa, and I've had a pin in South Africa and it was Australia. So nothing, no disastrous notions of that magnitude here. So again, a pretty average day, a pretty average score. But even so, I hope you enjoyed that, folks. My name's been Untogether, and I will see you for the next one of these.